This video will help you get started creating programs for the microbit in plain English. First, here are some simple tasks that the microbit can perform. Here it is displaying text when you press a button. This time it shows an image and an animation. Here it is responding to a sound sensor input.
Ha ha! Now you're talking.
Let's see the programs that perform the tasks. Here is the Mr. Bit coding editor. The screen shows a simulation of the microbit. As in the video of the microbit, we can press each button to show a message. The program script appears in the top panel. Here is another view which helps to show how the program works. The diagram identifies the inputs, in this case 2 buttons, and the outputs, the array of 25 LEDs. The green modules symbolize the brains of the system, issuing instructions to the microbit. It is easy to understand those instructions because they make up the program script in plain English. The arrows represent the flow of signals from inputs through to outputs. Now let's see how the program script is constructed. We switch to Design mode, which allows us to edit the control system. If we highlight and delete the green modules, we no longer have any program script. In case we forget what we're aiming for, we can show a guide which defines the task and indicates the completed control system and program script. We begin by creating a control module. There are several types to choose from. We shall use a signal control which takes information from an input. The program instruction appears in skeleton form. We now have to eliminate the question marks by rebuilding the links between the blocks. Click on the module and link the When tab to button A. Choose the condition for action. We shall choose Gets Pressed as a starting event. Notice how the first part of the instruction is now complete. The next step is to define the output. We want to show the simple message Hello, so we choose Message for the display type and type Hello. The remaining choice is how long to show the message. When we drag a line from the Until tab to Time, the editor automatically calculates the time to display the complete message once. We could alter that time if we wished. We are now ready to test the completed instruction in Run mode. The same process is used to rebuild Module 2 and its instruction. Select a module, link to the button, choose the condition. This time the message is the day of the week, Thursday. Finally, link the time. Now it's time to test the program script with the microbit. Connect the microbit to the computer with a USB cable and select control mode like this. Now, pressing the buttons on the microbit, we can see the program working. The system view reports what the microbit is doing, which is very useful for finding bugs in our program. Finally, we can transfer the program code to the microbit memory so that it can work independently from our computer. In this mode, it is necessary to connect a battery pack if we choose to disconnect the USB cable. Our second example shows an image and animation. Here is the MrBit coding editor. Again, it can simulate the microbit program. As before, the system view shows the control system, which, although it looks the same, the actions are different. There are several changes to the program script, which now speaks about showing an image and animation on the LEDs. Let's reconstruct the new script. We select Design Mode for editing and delete the green modules. We can open a new guide which defines the new task and indicates the new control system and program script. We'll start by selecting a new module. A new instruction now appears. The action of the button is going to be different this time. The image stays on only while the button is pressed. So this time we choose is pressed for the when condition and is free for the until condition. When the conditions are the opposite of each other like this, we can simplify the instruction by dragging a line between the tabs. The instruction now reads, while button A is pressed. We complete the instruction by defining the output. Drag a link to the LEDs and fill in the grid to make the image. We can test the instruction in run mode. Unlike the first example, in which the message was timed, the image disappears as soon as the button is released. Button B is going to show an animation, so back in design mode we need another signal module. This time we want to press the button once to switch on the LEDs and press it a second time to switch them off. So we link the When tab to button B, choose the Gets Pressed event condition, and do the same with the Until tab. This will allow the LEDs to stay on between two presses of button B. Now to define the output. It's going to be an animation, so we select Animation as the display type. We'll make 5 frames, copying the patterns in the guide. Frame 1, frame 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here it is working in run mode. And now the complete program with the microbit in control mode. Our third example also shows an image and animation, but this time we are using a sound sensor as an input instead of the buttons.
Ha ha! Now you're talking.
The sensor is a small microphone built into the microbit. Here is the control system and program script. The microphone is an example of an analog sensor which is not simply on or off like a button, but has a range of values according to the loudness of sound. In run mode, a click on the input box lets us change the value. Anything below 30 is quiet, and the first instruction detects that to show an image. Above 30 is loud or noisy, and the second instruction uses that to show an animation. In design mode, we can see how 30 has been set as the threshold between quiet and noisy. Let's delete the green modules and see how the program script may be reconstructed. Here is the guide for the task. Select a signal control, link when to the sensor, and select the is quiet condition. Since the until condition is the opposite of quiet, we change when to while with this link. The output is a smiley image on the LEDs. For the second instruction, we need another signal control. This time we select the noisy condition. The output is an animation which just needs 2 frames. Let's go straight to control mode to see the complete program working with the microbit.
Ha ha! Now you're talking.
So let's summarize the program scripts we have built in this workshop. In the first example, the text is displayed for a certain time after a button gets pressed. In the second example, an image shows while the button remains pressed. An animation is displayed after a button gets pressed. In the final example, an image is displayed while the sound level is quiet. An animation is displayed while the sound level is noisy. Here is a summary of the tools we used. These buttons on the toolbar allow us to change the screen view. The scene view shows the microbit working in pictures. The system view shows the control system in blocks representing inputs, outputs, and programmable control modules. This button sets the screen to design mode, which you use for building and editing the control system. This button sets the screen to run mode, which you use for testing your program as a simulation before sending it to the microbit. This sets control mode, which makes the microbit perform your program at the same time as showing the simulation on the computer screen. This sets the transfer mode, which sends your program to the microbit's memory, allowing the microbit to work independently from the computer. In the system view, the blocks are color-coded to help you identify what they do. Inputs are blue, outputs are pink, and control modules are green. A signal control module takes in signals from inputs and sends signals to outputs. The program instruction describes the action. In design mode, a click on the module reveals the editing tabs. You build a program script by making links between the tabs and inputs and outputs. After linking an input, you select the condition that will produce action. There are 2 main types of condition. Is pressed and is free check the state of the input button, whilst gets pressed and gets released wait for the event of pressing or releasing. Finally, we can use time instead of an input signal. Dragging a link from the Until tab to the Time tab lets you choose how long the LEDs show an image or message. In this workshop, we have covered the basic elements of creating microbit programs in plain English with the Mr. Bit method. In the next workshop, you'll learn about sequences and using gesture inputs and more.